The morning was quiet, too quiet for Los Angeles. On January 15, 1947, in the stillness of Leimert Park, a young mother walked along a vacant lot, her child at her side. The air was cool, heavy with the kind of silence that presses against your ears. Then, something caught her eye. At first it didn't look human, a pale shape motionless in the grass, broken, discarded. She thought it was a mannequin, but mannequins don't lie in pieces, and they don't stare back at you. The illusion shattered as she stepped closer. What she had found was not lifeless plastic, but a body. Deliberately posed, drained of color, arranged with a precision that felt intentional, almost theatrical. The city would soon learn her name, Elizabeth Short, but the world would remember her differently, as the Black Dahlia. Before the headlines, before the horror, she was just a girl with a dream. Elizabeth Short arrived in California chasing something fragile, something that shimmered just out of reach. Hollywood in the 1940s was a promise factory, where ambition burned bright and often burned out just as quickly. She had the look, dark hair, pale skin, a quiet intensity. Friends described her as enigmatic, sometimes distant, sometimes charming, always searching. She drifted between cities, Florida, Massachusetts, Los Angeles, never quite settling, always chasing the next opportunity. Acting roles never came. Stability never followed. But she held on to the idea that something better was just around the corner. In Hollywood, image is everything, and Elizabeth cultivated hers carefully. Black clothing, a soft, haunting elegance. It was said that a local drugstore clerk gave her the nickname the Black Dahlia, a play on a popular film at the time. It stuck, not because it was kind, but because it was unforgettable, much like her story would become. When her body was discovered, Los Angeles changed overnight. The case exploded across newspapers, front pages filled with stark black and white images and sensational headlines. The press devoured every detail. The LAPD faced a storm. Hundreds of tips poured in. Confessions, many false, clogged the investigation. Witnesses contradicted each other. Leads dissolved as quickly as they appeared. Yet one detail stood out: precision. The body had been bisected cleanly, in a way that suggested knowledge, medical knowledge. This wasn't random, it was calculated. Investigators turned to emerging forensic tools, including sound photo fingerprint technology, a method that allowed prints to be transmitted over telephone lines. It was cutting edge for its time, promising. But even innovation couldn't untangle the mystery. Elizabeth's fingerprints were eventually identified, confirming who she was. But who had done this to her, and why, remained buried. The more the public consumed, the more distorted the truth became. This wasn't just an investigation anymore. It was a spectacle. As the case grew colder, theories grew louder, and suspects multiplied. One of the most unsettling aspects was the surgical precision of the crime. It pointed towards someone with anatomical knowledge. Among them, one name continues to echo through the decades: Dr. George Hodel, a physician with a complicated past. Brilliant by many accounts, disturbing by others. Hodel's life was steeped in contradiction, wealth and secrecy, intellect and scandal. Years after the murder, speculation grew around his possible involvement, fueled by circumstantial evidence and eerie coincidences. Even his own son, a former detective, would later publicly suggest his father's guilt. But no definitive proof ever surfaced. No charges were filed, and like so many leads, the trail faded into shadow. Elizabeth Short became more than a victim. She became a symbol of Hollywood's darker undercurrent, of dreams that dissolve into something far more sinister, of a city that can both create and consume. Her story has been retold countless times, each version attempting to bring clarity, yet somehow deepening the mystery. Because at its core, this case resists resolution. There is no final arrest, no courtroom verdict. Only fragments, only questions. Who was Elizabeth Short in her final hours? Who did she trust, and who betrayed that trust so completely? In a city built on illusion, her story remains one of the most haunting realities. Unsolved, unanswered, and perhaps unanswerable.